Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG. Trade tables and seat backs to full upright position. Boy, I hadn't said that in a while. We got the wrap up, I believe, of the Lord of the Rings base set. So let's get into that. Not a whole lot of action going on, but we'll run through them real quick just so you guys can see them. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Helps keep the channel sponsor free, and I do appreciate it. So here we go. We got quite a few, so we're going to talk about Banish from Edoras first. White and 4 sorcery. It costs 2 less to cast. If you target a tap creature, you exile target creature. It's a common, it's a sorcery. It's fine for limited. Next, Escape from Orthnak. 1 white, instant. Target creature is +1/+3 and gains flying until the end of turn. Untap it. It's interesting it gains flying and not reach. Kind of makes it a combat trick that you could actually attack and before blocks, put it in the air. So kind of cool there, but still common. So Esquire of the King, 1 white human soldier, 1/1 for white and 4. Tap target creatures you control get +1/+1 to end of turn. This ability costs 2 less to activate if you control a legendary creature. Um, so this is a worse unicorn for Pauper. And I don't think it's going to see play because the unicorn's better. It's a 1/2 for 1. Cost the same, but it also gives vigilance. Yeah, just this is probably no good. Next we have Nimble Hobbit. That's something you don't hear about every day. A white and 1 for a 1/3. Whenever Nimble Hobbit attacks, you may sacrifice a food or pay a white and 3. If you do, tap target creature and opponent controls. Very interesting. Probably not going to see a lot of play outside of limited, but kind of neat. Next we have Now for Wrath, Now for Ruin. White and 3 sorcery. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. They gain vigilance till the end of turn. The ring tempts you. Um, I mean it's okay, but we've got better stuff for 3, like Unbreakable Formation and stuff. But I mean it's okay for a common. Stalwarts of Oscaloth. White and 4 for a 4/3. When it enters the battlefield, the ring tempts you. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Ah, who's expensive? I mean, limited's fine, I guess. All right, we actually have a rare in here. War of the Last Alliance. White and 3 on Saga 1 and 2. Search your library for a legendary creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand. That's pretty cool. That's 2 draw spells for 4 mana. 3 creatures you control gain double strike till end of turn. The ring tempts you. This might have some legs in Commander and a few other formats, but 4 mana is a lot. It's kind of hard to get going. Still looks kind of cool, though. Might see a little bit of action. Captain of Umbar. A blue and 2 for a 2/3, 1 colorless, tap, draw a card, then discard a card. It's a worse Merfolk Looter. But to be honest, nothing's ever going to beat the Merfolk Looter. 2 mana, 1/1, tap, draw, discard. But this is a 2/3 for 3, so it's got a little bit of butt to it. Next we have Deceive the Messenger. 1 blue instant. Target creature gets -3/-0 to end of turn, and you amass 1. As a different version of the same card we've seen before. Dreadful as the Storm. Blue and 2 instant. Target creature has base power 5/5. The ring tempts you. Again, just a ring tempting version of that. Hithlin Knots. Blue and 1, tap target creature, scry 1, and then draw a card. This is a really good common. It buys you a turn early game. It draws you through your deck. You get to scry first. It's like an op plus. I like this. This could be very usable in Pauper and a few other formats. It looks good. Next we have Lorien Reveled. 2 blue and 3 sorcery, draw 3 cards, island cycling. Great for limited, maybe even commander because it has island cycling. Late game you draw 3 cards with it for 5 mana. It's not the worst thing. Not the best either, but Nimrondel Watcher. Blue and 1 for a 2/1. Whenever you scry, it's +1/+0 to end of turn and can't be blocked. This ability triggers only once each turn. Um, I mean, this doesn't do a whole lot. I mean, it's okay. Pelagir Survivor. Blue and 1 for a 1/3. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Spin it only to cast instant and sorcery spells. For a blue and 5, target player mills 3 cards. That's really random. those two abilities. I don't see this doing anything. Next, we have Willow Wind, a blue and 4 for a 3/4 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, you scry 2. Well, it's not no Mole Drifter, that's for sure. But I guess you take what you can get. So, whatever for limited. We have the Black Breath. Sounds like me in the morning. Anyway, black and 2. Sorcery. Creatures your opponent controls get -1/-1 in a turn with the ring tempts you. That's a really bad card. I mean, it just doesn't. I mean, other than the ring tempting you, if that's what you want, it doesn't really do anything. Wow, that's bad. Next we have Surith Ungol Patrol. Good lord, what a name. Sorry guys, I probably got that all. I probably butchered the hell out of that. Black and 4 for a 4/5 Orc Soldier. One colorless and tap. Sacrifice another creature. Draw a card, then create a food. I mean, I've seen worse things. Works real good with like a witch's oven and a cat. You just draw and just go ham, but I just don't see it doing anything. Next we have Haunt of the Dead Marshes. One black creature nightmare elf. 1/1. When Haunt of the Dead Marshes enter the battlefield, scry 1. Okay. One black and 2, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield tap. Activate only if you control a legendary creature. Other than the legendary stipulation, this is amazing. One black to scry 1 is great. Plus you get a 1/1 to block with. And 3 mana putting it back in the graveyard to your hand or to your play is like saying 3 mana scry 1 make a 1/1 every turn if need be, and that just sounds great, especially in limited, maybe even commander. Like this has all kinds of potential. Next we have Mordor Muster, black and 1 sorcery. Draw a card. You draw a card and lose a life, and then amass 1 orcs. It's not an instant. I mean, it's black draw. Maybe Popper might like this. It seems okay. Improvised club. That's funny. That's a person. That's a thing. A red and 1. Additional cost. Sacrifice a creature. It deals 4 damage to any target. Well, not bad for token decks. You sacrifice. Well, artifact 2. You can sacrifice a food maybe. I mean, it is a troll, so whatever. Club somebody with a turkey sandwich. All right, next we have Relentless Rohirrim. Red and 3 for a 4/3. When it enters the battlefield, the ring tempts you. I mean, it's okay, I guess. Next we have Rohirrim Lancer. 1 for a 1/1 with Menace. When it dies, the ring tempts you. That's not the worst thing. Might be good for Popper. Next we have Rush the Room. 1 red, instant. Target creature gets +1/+0. Gains first strike in a turn. If it's a goblin or orc, it also gains haste. Basic combat trick, just with a different name and a little extra. Next we have Brandywine Farmer. Green and 2 for a 1/1 halfling peasant. When he enters the battlefield or leaves the battlefield, you create a food. 3 mana is a lot for this. I mean, maybe if you're doing the food thing. Next we have Enraged, whatever that name is. I'm assuming it's a tree folk, yep. Green and 4 for a 4/5 trample. When it enters the battlefield, the ring tempts you. This is great for limited. I mean, it's big, it's beefy, does stuff. Galdarim Guide, green and 3 for a 3/4. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2. Again, it's not no Mole Drifter, but it's a lot better than the blue card. It's 1 cheaper. I don't care if it doesn't fly. Still, moving on. Next we have Lothrin Lookout. Green and 1 for a 1/3. Whenever it attacks, scry 1. I mean, there's some stuff that has scry triggers in it, so I mean, maybe there's a scry deck for Popper that might go into. It's not a bad card. Next we have Shower of Arrows, green and 2 for instant. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Scry 1. So this is just a better canopy card for green. It does the exact same thing for 3, but it doesn't do anything else. This thing actually lets you scry as well. But then again, this is not legal in standard, so it's got to have extra. Next we have Inherited Envelope. What could be in there? 3 colorless artifact. When it enters the battlefield, the ring tempts you, and it's mana rock. Alright, if you're doing a ring tempts you deck, this is definitely a good mana rock to have, I guess. Next we have Shire Scarecrow. 2 colorless for an 0/3 defender. For 1 colorless, add 1 mana of any color. Oh, activate only once each turn. I was gonna say this is gonna be the bomb, just a mana filter, but you only do it once a turn, so it probably just sucks. Next we have Revive the Shire. A green and one sorcery. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand and create a food token. Wow, that's really good for a common. It's almost a regrow. I mean, you have to be a permanent, but you also got a food token too. Like this is just kind of cool. I like this one. Next we have Smite the Deathless. Red and one instant. Deals 3 damage to target creature. That creature loses indestructible to end a turn. If that creature would die this turn, exile instead. Wow. Slices it, dices it, makes Julian fries. This common is amazing. It stops indestructible. It exiles creatures. I mean, if you're gonna do a 2 mana removal spell for 3, you want to do this. This is insane. Wow, it's good. Next we have Gollum's Bite. 1 black instant. Target creature gets -2/-2 to end a turn. For black and 3, you can exile it from your graveyard. The ring tempts you. Activate only as a sorcery. That's kind of cool. You can activate it from your graveyard as a sorcery to have the ring tempt you, plus its removal. I can get down with this. It's pretty good. If you didn't notice, that's Frodo kind of phased out there and Gollum biting his finger off. Spoiler alert. Anyway, moving on. So next we have Easterling Vanguard, black and one for a 2/1. When it dies, you amass one. It's an average card. And it looks like that's finally it. We got through, I think, all the Lord of the Ring leaks from the main set. We'll start with Commander tomorrow morning. Um, Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Until next time, be kind, and I hope to see you across from the game table. I need to go to bed, not Diablo. Go to bed.